This atheist wants a black trans lesbian atheist for president.
This chick has a voice that if I didn't just see her speak, I would have assumed it was one of those like weird TikTok voices that just is fake, you know? Because she talks like a fucking robot. She doesn't talk like a human being.
I am so sick of these misogynistic, racist, bigoted, homophobic assholes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right with the misogyny, but the homophobia and the bigotry and all that, yeah, that all's got to go. Misogyny, I don't know, negotiable on the misogyny, but yeah, other than that, I agree.
Hiding behind God and the Bible and my wife on her knees praying and oh, please.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Are you kidding
dog.
me? I cannot wait to elect our first black lesbian atheist.
Hell yeah. Let's elect that fucking chick in the wheelchair from the right-wing meme in the last segment.
That's the political party I want to link to. Their slogan is freedom from religion.
Amen.
Hope you enjoy
Amen.
waiting for that train that is never coming. You know what?
How do you know? You remind me of my dad. Back in the day, he was telling me, I told him, like, I think this Obama guy is gonna fucking be president. He's like, this country will never elect a black guy to be president. He didn't say black guy. I'll just put it there.
Just be honest. That's the long-winded way of saying you just hate Christian white people, bro.
I mean, I don't hate Christian white people. I just think they're stupid, brainwashed morons who shouldn't have power. Doesn't mean I hate them. A lot of people have asked me, hey, where do you do your live streams? And the answer to that is that I do live streams called Abandon Hope every Sunday on the Pessimist Productions Patreon. That is linked down below. There is all sorts of other stuff on that Patreon as well. It is about $7 a month, and I think that we offer a pretty generous amount of content in exchange for that membership. So if that's something that interests you, be sure to check out the Patreon link in the description section of this video. Like, as far as them just like going into their little, you know, they want to go in their closet and be like, please, Jesus, give me favors and stuff, I'm begging you. Then that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. They just shouldn't set any policy, shouldn't be telling me what to fucking do or anyone else. That's it. That's all I ask. Just shut the fuck up and go away.
You ever met an atheist that's mad at God?
No, because we don't believe in God.
You wonder why that is?
No, because that doesn't happen.
They know he's there.
No. No, we don't, because he's not.
People intrinsically know there's a God. Now, they may have had a bad experience
What?
at church.
People intrinsically know there's a God? Why is the fucking space bar not working? God has smited me. Fuck you, God. I'm enraged at you. I keep trying to pause this video with the space bar. It's not fucking working. God! I hate you, God. I'm angry at you, God. As I'm talking about how I hate God and shit, I'm looking up at my wall over here, and there is a fucking mask of one of the killer clowns from outer space as I'm screaming at God, so I'm looking at him. And it makes me think God is one of the killer clowns from outer space. Anyway, like, what a weird thing to say. Like, people intrinsically know there's a God. Because, like, every human being that hears that knows that that's bullshit. Everybody who is listening to that being said knows that's not true. You know there's no intrinsic belief. There's no, it's not like woven into your DNA. But if you're a religious person, you have just joined a cult where you just have to agree with that statement, even though you know for a fact it's not fucking true. There's not some kind of magical thing where it's like, we all just know there's a God.
They may have had a bad experience at church or a bad experience with Christians, or they may be wrestling through some real sin issues, but they know there's a God because it's obvious.
How is it obvious? When has it ever been obvious? If it was obvious, how come throughout the majority of human history, people have worshipped like different gods, not your God at all? Like how come people have worshipped like the God of the trees or the God of the mountains or whatever the fuck? And how come there have been plenty of people who just flat out don't believe in any God? There've always been atheists. There've always been people who believed in some kind of fucking deity or supernatural force. But it's never been obvious that there is your Christian God, if that's what you're saying. Like if you're saying that human beings have a predilection towards some sort of belief in a higher power, then maybe I could see that. There's enough examples of human beings engaging that behavior, but it's certainly not because it's like obviously the truth. It's like some kind of like I don't know, like a misappropriated sort of like sense of malice in the world, or not necessarily malice, but of like an agency to the world, like something like it's like when you stub your toe and you're like, fucking table, but you know the table didn't like get in your way. It's your fault. You're the one that did it, you know, or like you're outside, you got an umbrella and the wind blows fucking bullshit, and you get mad at the storm, even though you know it doesn't have agency. It's not a fucking person. I think that gods and goddesses all come from that sort of thing, where it's like, why is this happening to me? There must be some kind of force making it happen. So I think that's where it all kind of stems from, if you want my opinion. But it's certainly not because there's some kind of like obvious truth to it.
It's obvious.
Oh, that's it? No justification for that statement? It's just obvious, you know? Clearly. Nope. Not clear to me, bitch, but okay.
How could you build knowledge precept upon precept, as Isaiah 28 describes, if you can never be certain about the starting assumption you began with? Now,
I mean, do you mean, what do you mean by the starting assumption? You mean like that reality exists, that things can be taken at somewhat of face value?
some atheists have told me that even though we can't know things for certain, we can know things to a high degree of certainty, which makes their beliefs reasonable.
I mean, I think we can know things to a high degree of certainty within the context of empirical reality, but we don't know for a fact that empirical reality is what it appears to be. Like, I've gone over this before, like, we could be brains in vats. I could be a brain in a vat, and all of this is, you know, you and all the things I think are real are just like delusions of my mind, or we could all be in a simulation, or, you know, reality could be something completely other than what we perceive it to be. So yeah, that's, I think, pretty fair to say. Like, we cannot concretely prove that we live in the world we think we live in. We can make sort of inferences based on what is observable, but there are certain things that just like aren't observable, and there are certain things that could be true that we could never observe. So there are limits to human knowledge. There will always be limits to human knowledge. So certainty doesn't exist in any ideology. Even if you feel as a Christian that I feel certain there's a God. Well, you might feel certain, but you're not certain. Certainty as an emotion can be experienced by anybody, you know, but that doesn't mean that you're actually sick. I could be sitting here and be like, I am fucking certain. I know for a fact that 2 + 2 is 5. Doesn't make it true. Just means I am experiencing the feeling of it being true. I am experiencing the feeling of certainty.
My question for them is, do you know that you can know things to a high degree of certainty for certain?
No, I don't.
And if you do, how do you know that? Whatever the response is, it commits suicide upon its pronunciation. All worldviews make truth claims to support their system.
Okay, sure. All worldviews make truth claims to support their system. That's fair enough.
You won't believe this. This man
You're probably right. I probably won't.
was an atheist for 48 years and had an encounter with Jesus. Watch what he says on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Dude, where do you have this encounter? Was it like in the woods? Did Jesus come running out from behind a tree like Bigfoot?
Believe that we can win.
I love how he's pointing up, like at the video he just posted. It'd be like, hey guys, check it out. I'm about to watch some clips. Check that. Oh, wrong way. Check it out. Check it out. Look. Look, everybody, look.
You know, you may think of someone who believes in God or Jesus as a crazy right-wing nut job, which
I mean, no, not really. I know that there's left-wing Christians and centrist Christians and apolitical Christians and all kinds of different people who believe in Christian dogma, or maybe they believe in God, but not Jesus. It could be like Jewish. They could believe in a different God. They could be Muslims or some other fucking religion. So yeah, I don't assume that everyone who believes in God is a right-wing Christian, but okay.
obviously not. But man, it's powerful stuff when you put prayer into your life. It's really powerful. The Holy.
Yeah, it's so powerful when you just like clasp your hands and just go like, I wish stuff was this way. Dear universe, please obey me, a meager fucking monkey on a mote of dust in the infinite cosmos. Please cater to my whims. It's a real powerful feeling, man.
Holy Spirit.
I don't think there's anything weird about it at all. I mean, in the context of the reality that we live in, the society we live in, it's not weird. Divorced from all that, yeah, I think it's kind of weird. People whispering their dreams and wishes into their hands as if the universe gives a shit. I think it's kind of strange. But hey, I do it too. If I'm at the roulette wheel, I say to the universe, 13 fucking black, please. And then it's like 27 red, bitch. It's like, okay, well, fuck you. Actually, I don't know. I think 27 might be black too.
I think there's a reason why it exists, why it's so prevalent in so many cultures. It helps people.
No, I think 27 is red. Fuck, I need to know now. Someone tell me if the 27 on the roulette. I know 13 is black. Someone tell me if 27 is red or not.
It's about love.
Yeah.
It's all about love.
Yeah. I think Jesus' role was...
All you need is love.
Well, he was literally the Son of God.
If you once were lost...
He literally was not. He literally might not have existed at all. What? Yeah, I want it. Dude, you know what? I think I might be wrong about this. Because my prayers were answered.
But now you're found, follow or subscribe.
Wow, cool, man. What great reaction content you made there. Here's a clip from a show that's super popular. There it is. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Atheists won't like this. All right. I'm ready to not like it.
So let's get this straight. What you're saying is that if your atheistic worldview is true, you can't know anything for certain.
This again?
But if my worldview is true as a Christian, I can know things for certain?
I mean, if your worldview is true, then yeah, I guess you can, but it's not, so who gives a shit? If my dick was big, it'd be big. If dog shit was ice cream, I'd have ice cream, yeah! Like, who gives a rat's ass? If my worldview is true, then my worldview is true. No shit, Sherlock. What a great fucking philosopher.
Well, absolutely, but I don't believe in your God, he said. So I
No, I'm not saying, I'm not fucking bringing it to that. I'm not just saying, like, I don't believe in your God. I'm just saying, you don't know your shit's true. You don't know it's true. It's probably not. Of all the things that could be true, why would your thing be true? Of all the things that could be true, what makes your thing stand out as true? If anything, there's a lot going against it. There's a fuck of a lot of things going against what you believe is true being true. It contradicts reality in several fucking places, so.
Looked at him and said, you know that absolutely? I thought you just told me if your worldview was true that you couldn't know anything for sure.
Yeah, I don't know anything for sure. That's kind of like, I think we're adrift in a universe of uncertainties, okay? There are obviously some things we can glean about how this universe works. Like we can observe things about it through science. We can, hey, here's observation. Here's how we think it works. If that is how it works, then this prediction should hold true. Let's do an experiment. Okay, it didn't work. That's not how it works. The prediction didn't hold true, so that can't be the explanation. All right, how about this explanation? Okay, well, if that explanation is true, then this prediction should be true. Well, that prediction was true. There is now a stronger likelihood of this being true. But that's all within the context of observable reality. And we don't know if observable reality is, like, accurate. We know that it's what's observable, but there could be something beyond it that's not observable. Could that thing be God? Yeah, I guess. Could also be literally infinite other fucking things. You're playing roulette on a whole other fucking level, dude. It's like a roulette wheel with infinity fucking numbers. And you just think like, God. God is one of the numbers. And you're going to get them. Probably not. Probably fucking not, bro. Sorry to tell you.
So how do you know that with certainty? He looked at me and opened his mouth and reconsidered, paused again, turned, and then blustered out something about how science strongly supported evolution.
Science strongly supports evolution.
After I asked him how he knew that for certain, he muttered,
no one knows fucking anything for certain. No one knows anything for certain. No one knows anything for certain.
Something about utter skepticism and walked away, leaving the circle of onlookers baffled by the brief exchange. I learned...
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about this time that totally happened where I just totally destroyed this fucking atheist in a debate, man. It's so weird because, like, every time the cameras are on and I debate an atheist, it doesn't work that way. But just one time, man, that, you know, there's no documented evidence of, I destroyed this fucking atheist, man. You know what? I take it back. I actually am certain. I'm certain that you're lying about this fucking story. You may be certain for the first time in my life. Congratulations.
Afterwards, that this man apparently prided himself on challenging Christians whenever possible. So they were quite surprised when he exited the arena so quickly.
Oh, yeah. Crazy story, my man.
Do you believe all modern science that said the universe has a beginning?
Oh, my God. This is the first. Is this going to be... Oh, are we still doing this? We still doing first cause? All right, I'm ready. First cause argument. Coming at me.
Even atheist scientists like, Stephen Hawking will say, okay, yes, the universe came into being.
He ain't saying too much anymore. He's fucking dead.
Years ago. So if it came into being,
here we go. First cause.
Tells us that anything that began to exist had to have a cause. And therefore the universe began to exist. Therefore the universe had to have a cause that was outside of it. So spaceless, timeless, immaterial, and extremely powerful. In other words, that's what we describe as God.
I see. Well, here's
The universe had to have a cause.
Let me just go through the myriad of fucking problems with that really quick. First of all of our observations that things had to have a cause comes from within the universe. We know that things that materialize within the universe have to have a cause, but we have no other observations of any other universes coming into existence, so we have no idea how universes come into existence or if they need a cause at all. And then, as you say, something that created the universe would have to be timeless, right? So that's accurate, but without time, you really don't need causality, do you? But even if the universe did have a cause, why would we automatically assume that the cause must be the Christian God of all things? Like, why that? It could be any number of fucking things. It could be an almost infinite number of things. So why the Christian God? That's so disingenuous to just jump to that. So yeah, first cause argument. Fucking heard it before. Probably gonna hear it again a million fucking times. These guys, I'm not gonna bother. We don't need a fucking 6-minute video. We did enough with that. This guy though, I want to end on this guy. I have no idea if this is true or if this is more like not exactly rage bait, but maybe lull bait or whatever. But let's just do it. So this is Billy Little. Probably not real. Hope he's not real. Maybe he's real. We're just going to say he is. God has instructed me to take a wife to be as a helpmate in my ministry and to birth more children for me. I have over 9,000 followers, so let's give this a try. My name is Dr. Billy Little. I'm 78 years old, and I'm an alpha male. I'm looking at you right here, right now. Buddy, just want to let you know. I'm looking at you. And no, you're not. Alpha male, Christian, shocking. Republican, shocking. Single, shocking. And I'm seeking females ages 18 to 25. Of course, I'm sure they're lined up around the block for this opportunity. They have to be a Christian. They have to be a virgin. Okay, they have to be a Republican. They have to be submissive. They have to be unemployed. No working girls. They have to be willing to take care of my motel room while I'm out ministering. Okay. No tattoos, no piercings, no Harry Potter fans. Girls, I know, like, look, an opportunity, like, I mean, I know not all of you qualify, okay? Some of you are going to be 26, or you're not going to be Christians, or you're going to be Democrats, or you're going to be dominants, or you're going to be employed, or you're going to have tattoos, you're going to have piercings, or you're going to like Harry Potter. But if you meet these criteria, like, wow, talk about the golden opportunity in life, okay? True. I mean, probably. But in this world, who knows? And let's not investigate this too much because let's just believe. In this instance, let's have a little faith that this is true because it's fucking funny, okay?